able to send you a recorded piece of video for this meeting. Meanwhile, you are allowed, you can right now start recording the video inside the computer you're using right now. That's that's a faster way for you to record. You can do that for for the whole webinar if you wish, or if you have some specific parts or some in a specific range of date or time, that specific like part of the video that you want to record, you can do that either. Okay. In both ways, I'm already recording a video right now, so I'll let you. I can send you the video, the complete session of the video when it's ready. Okay. Yes. So let me confirm. Everyone can hear me clearly?
Yes. We're
okay.
Good to go.
Wonderful. Okay, this is a quick overview of the training sessions in the next 3 days. Well, as we discussed, it's going to be about 6 hours, but that will be like about 5 hours for PowerPoint and 1 hour for Zoom, because Zoom is not going to take that much. It's not the same as PowerPoint. PowerPoint should take a lot of time because it has a lot more other modules and like methods to learn about more than the Zoom. Also, the Zoom has a lot of online training that can help you a lot after you do the sessions here. Okay, so first of all, on the PowerPoint, we're going to start with the slides management and this master layout. This is one of the most important parts in PowerPoint that's going to make designing even hundreds of slides presentation a piece of cake for anyone, even for beginners. Next, we're going to do the animation and the transition. This is mostly like how to make your presentation or like interactive, and where you can do more like not just animation or like not just transaction between slide, but animation inside the slide itself, and you'll be able to do like automatic animation and manual animation if you want to use the keyboard keys on your keyboards, and the transition between slides. And if we get to the point, we can do videos as well, because you can do videos with PowerPoint. You can, if you can make an entire presentation animated, you can eventually export your presentation as an MP4 video that you can do install, that you can upload it on YouTube or something. And the last part, this usually like should take a lot of time, but we're just gonna go through the basics on how to edit photos in PowerPoint, how enhance the photo, delete parts of the photo that we don't need, clear the photo, or like delete some maybe background or something like that, and designing graphics if you need, in case you need graphics. Usually you do need graphics. It's more better than using photos, because if you can create, if you have a logo, for example, graphic design, this part will help you design logos. As you all know, all the academic coaching logo of Cora has been designed by PowerPoint, which I think I will share with you the PowerPoint source file of many of our projects, so you can understand the secrets of creating those elements for. Okay, so let's get started first. So our first for this session, today's session, is working with slides management and master layout. First, I'll take 10 minutes just to do like a quick overview of PowerPoint here. So we can start with these tabs. And we're not going to go through each one of them, but they're just the most important one. The first one is the home page. This contains almost all the functions of PowerPoint that we're going to use, from slides, from paragraphs, and drawing. Each one here actually has its own tab here that contains more details, in-depth details for every section.
Mohammed?
Yes?
Can I ask you to make your screen a bit bigger?
My screen a bit bigger.
Yes.
You mean?
Or go to presentation mode on your side.
Not exactly, because I'm gonna explain PowerPoint from inside, not exactly.
Ah, so you need that top part. Can
Yeah.
you not make it bigger there on the bottom where you've got
Ah,
that plus sign on the bottom right,
okay.
the percentage? Ah, okay. So how about the top, to enter full screen, will we not be able to see? He needs to show us the icons on top.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
we're gonna use
okay,
that a lot, so because well, this
yeah,
is just for introduction for you to just understand what we're doing.
okay,
Okay.
perfect. Thanks, Mohammed.
Okay. Also, feel free to ask any question during the meeting, and this is being recorded, so it's important to ask questions so you can check the answers offline. Okay.
Mohammed, another thing, we've got a bit of a buzzing sound coming through.
Oh, buzzing sound.
Yes, do you have anything that could be interfering with your speaker or microphone rather?
Actually, there's a train station here. Yeah,
Ah, okay.
this will
All
take
right.
a couple of seconds. Sorry about that.
No worries. Let's continue.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm talking loud so I can over the sound here.
Sure.
Okay, so yeah, as I was said, the first the first type here is home here, and PowerPoint is the most popular tab in PowerPoint. And I'm telling you, some people are using PowerPoint for years and they never use anything else except the home page, the home tab of PowerPoint. They can do everything in here. They can do the paragraph, the font. They can create shapes, copy and paste new images, and all of that. They can do all of things here from the first homepage, and they never ever try to do and try other tabs of PowerPoint, which has the more features in it. So usually the homepage here helps you more because, for example, the slides and the layouts here, you can have an entire view. You see all of these views about layouts and master layouts. All of that is just in these couple of buttons. So the good thing about the homepage is that it can help you sometimes save time of going to each tab and create and use that function to it. So usually this is pretty much good when you just need something like arrangement or some sort of like just changing or using font or something like that, or maybe just entering its shape, changing color, changing, I don't know, arranging the elements between each other. So this is going to help you a lot and more, a couple of stuff. Then if you do the advanced editing for PowerPoint presentation, of course you will need to go for every function, you need to go to its correspond tab. So for example, here we have answering the quick shapes of PowerPoint. This is usually being called from the insert tab. So the second tab is the insert tab, which you can have here the multiply elements or data that you can import from your computer or from online and insert inside your presentation. Well, we can just go through every one of them, but usually what's important is just probably sorry, not icons. More of that, the most important is shapes and how to create new shapes. You select the shape you got there and you edit that shape. Pretty much everyone know how to do that. And one of the other important is the text, the header and footer, and the page name. This is gonna work. We're gonna go through that when you're going deep inside that thing, deep inside the master layout and the slide layout thing. After that, and we can also do videos, audio, or screen share. Screen share is actually new, but it's very important. It's very good when it comes to, well, it has nothing to do with with presentation, but in case someone needs it, it can be done. So the video stuff here, you can do you can import the YouTube video inside, or download the video from your computer, or you can also just record in an audio either from your computer or record it directly here in PowerPoint using your microphone, of course. Okay, yeah, well, we don't have to go through every part here. But of course, if you have any question or something that you're interested in, just let me know, and we can just go through that. But usually, we're gonna just go just a quick overview of each element, so we don't spend too much time on the introduction. Okay. Second, design. Okay, usually the design, as you can see, is more like a Microsoft theme. means a PowerPoint theme. A themes means that this presentation is not just about slides. It's about slides, text font, text design, text color, text maybe like the font size, and the colors and the entire color palette of your presentation. The shapes, for example, the default colors, all of that matters, and all of that is being inside something that they call the theme inside the PowerPoint. So when you say I have a template, I have a PowerPoint template, it doesn't mean that you have PowerPoint theme. It's quite different. But this can be very useful in the future for advanced users when you start designing a lot of PowerPoint presentation, which you want all of them to have the same characteristics like colors, font, footer, header, logos, all of that stuff. This will come handy in the future, usually. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is the 4 element of every theme in PowerPoint. The first thing is color. The color means that the different the combination of these 6 or 7 colors that's going to be used inside your PowerPoint. This can help you a lot, by the way, changing the entire colors inside for hundreds of slides with just a couple of clicks. So for example, if I have 100 slides and all the titles of these slides, for example, are in red, I don't have to go through each one of them and change the color individually. I can just go here and change the office. I can choose a custom theme, custom colors here, and I can select which is the first accent color, second accent color, third, fourth, fifth. I can change all of them here directly without actually going through every slide and doing that manually. So when I said doing that manually, for example, if I want to change the color of this title to, let's say, for example, this blue, and very quick we do that here, and we change this, for example, like this orange. So if I go to the design and change the color from here, you can see I can change the entire colors without actually going slide by slide for every element and change that color. But this is being controlled a bit, because if you notice it, here we have about 8 or 9 colors, and that's actually the same number you can find here. So when you can say that is the colors that you're going to choose are actually the extra colors here. So this is like just a quick overview about the Microsoft team here. This you can find this the same on, I think, in Microsoft Word and Publisher and many Microsoft softwares, because they usually share the same structure and on the team thing. So second is the font. You can select one font. You can change the entire font of all of your presentation with just a couple of clicks here. So you don't have to go through each one of them and change everything manually. This is actually the main use of the template team. And I kind of I'm using this when I have, for example, when I need to design 100 page or 200 page, I need to go through every page and change the template, change the title, or maybe the font, changing the font size or something like that. I can use this to control the whole presentation layout and how the text or the content from inside is being presented. So I can do that so easily by using just that. I can change the effects, I can change the background style, all of that just with a couple of clicks. And the good thing, the best thing about this is that you can save the current theme as the default for future presentation. So this means that I can save this current theme as a file, not a PPT, but as an Office theme, as you can see. When I save it to my files here, I can, for other projects, go browse for a new theme and download it from there. So this is going to help us. Yes?
Mohammed, hi, it's Mireille.
Oh, hi there.
So can you go back to where it was saved? When you saved that theme, in which folder was it in?
Okay, by default, it's going to be in a folder named Document Theme here. You can find this, well, this is a bit in app. Well, this is, well, I think you can't access this directly in your computer because it's a bit big. But you can easily go to, for example, your desktop and save the team wherever you want. So you don't have to be obliged to the same directly they will gonna send you. But a good thing about PowerPoint is when you save it here, and when you try to browse for new teams, it's gonna take you, I'm sure it's gonna take you for the same, oh, sorry, I think it's not. Yeah, that's not gonna help. So in that case, when you save your team, always select any, because this is a file navigator, so you can go to any page you want, or any folder. So you can go to any folder you want and save your team here. If I save it on my desktop, I can find it here. This is how it's gonna look like. It's not a PowerPoint presentation, and if you try to open it, it's gonna be open as an empty PowerPoint presentation. As you can see that? It's an empty. But actually, it's not empty. It's the design here, the team is actually loaded with those details that you open. These are pre-made themes that you can start your presentation with. And everyone here has its unique template, its unique font size, maybe colors as well. And everything you can see here, guys, you and everyone, if you can actually create something like that. Because, for example, this is just a theme. It's ready. And the good thing about that is if you can actually add it your own team, you can add it to the custom here, to this list. This is gonna make it like super easy for you in the future to start creating any kind of templates or PowerPoint presentation without actually going back to, let's say, you say, I will open an old PowerPoint presentation, then delete slides and copy paste. All of that's gonna not work anymore, because right now when you want to do some professional things and go and work faster, you always need something that is fast, reliable, and solid when you create a new theme. And that's as well is using the Microsoft theme system here. So this is probably this is a very cool feature if you do, as I told you, many other presentations outside your presentation. So it's like if I'm creating a presentation right now that has like specific corporate templates or a presentation or something, I want this presentation, but I want it in different presentations. So I don't need to copy and paste slide by slide and change the contents inside it. I can just export the theme, then import that theme inside other presentation. That theme is gonna change all the looking of that other presentation, similar to the presentation that I exported. So in different words, if I open different presentation, then let me explain that again. If I have two presentations, one of them I like most, and the second I want it to look like the first, I don't need to go there manually for every slide and change it and make them look the best, or like just copy and paste things and change everything manually. I can just export the theme, then import it on the second presentation. And that theme will make both presentations look almost the same from the inside and the outside. So this is the powerful thing about design thing, about using the Microsoft theme, and using also the custom theme if you want to create your own custom theme here. Especially this for... Yes?
Mohammed, can I ask you that you practically do that so that we see it?
Okay, let's... yeah, I think we can have an example.
Can you use some of the Cora presentations that you have done for us? So that way it will be closer to us, Mohammed.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's just, because there's some stuff we need to know about the design stuff. When you design a presentation, there's some, I'm talking like the way, from the first second you start working on your presentation, you need to actually do some stuff, not individually, but you need to make them in the team level thing. Yeah, that's complex. Okay, let me just do that here. So let's say, for example, you can see my screen, business coaching in the US?
No, we're seeing the overview of the training session.
Yeah, we'll just stop sharing, then share the entire screen. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're here. Okay. So let's say this is an example, and I want to apply some themes inside this page. So if I say that I want to change colors or font for the entire presentation, the quickest answer will be just go every slide by slide and do that manually. But in other way that you can actually go to your team, custom team, and you can change the font directly from here. Most people that, especially beginners, will go slide by slide and change change the font, like means this way. I select everything, I go to home, then I change whatever I want with the font I want to use, right? But when you get into professional use of PowerPoint, you will understand that that's going to take a lot of time. While all that you have to do is just go to team, then go to fonts, and you can, for example, Kandara here. I select Kandara and boom. But it's not just for this slide. It's for every single slide inside this presentation. And you can have hundreds of templates all at the same time, hundreds of slides updated at the same time. And not just font. If you properly use PowerPoint, you can also change colors. You can change the styles of the background inside the presentation. And that depends on how you effectively use PowerPoint. So you see that I can easily change any color I want here with just a couple of things. And as I told you, this is not just for this slide. This is for the entire slide. Every time I use that color is going to be changed. So this, for example, can help you a lot in many things. For example,
Mohammed, can I ask a question? So when you change those colors under design, view, and then colors, you said that it changes everywhere. How do you get that automated, or is it already done automatically?
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. So, well, first of all, when you click on color, you should find something that is already like the default. The default is, when you open PowerPoint, that's the default color. So the best thing to do that is, you can use one of the offices. There's, I think it's the office, something like that. I think I use this for me. Of course, I should already have my custom for using that. Oh, yeah. Let me see. What is it? Oh. Okay. Let's see which one I was using. So colors, yeah, custom 2, let's say. Yeah, I think I was using custom 1. Yeah, custom 2 here. So when you want to use your own color, you can use one of the pre-made Office Teams colors here. And even if you like one of them, but some colors you don't like, let's say if I select red-orange, I can edit that red-orange specifically in detail. It means if I don't like just one single of colors, I don't have to create one from the scratch.
So where did you go there? So you went to red-orange, and then how did you get this box?
Okay, I select which one I like, or I like which one most I like. But for example, on this red-orange, I don't like the last color. I want to change the last color. So I select red-orange. Then I go here and I want to create my customized colors. I can customize color. This will allow me to create a new theme colors. It's like theme colors palette. This will load the current colors theme, which is the red-orange, you see? But as we discussed, I want to change the accent color 6. I don't like this. I want to change it. You see, this is the colors we're talking about. So it's 3, then the other 2 are the hyperlink, followed hyperlink. We have text background 2, dark fly. You see all of these? So these are the first 4, which we know. Then these are the following 6. These are the colors that you see right now. You see, doing something like that, and I think that's why doing something like that will help you. For example, you can add the 3 main colors of Cora inside here. So you don't have to copy and paste the EXO code of the colors. You can have the colors directly here and with the gradations of those colors. So when you change or use different more colors, if you want to use color that doesn't exist there, for example, if I select this color here, I will add it into the accent color, into the team colors. And I can call this, for example, Cora colors team. As I know, you cannot export the colors into a file. It should always come with a team file. So you can just export colors directly. So I save this, and right now I'll have Cora colors team. This will kind of help you, for example, with me or all my teammates to use the same color theme template for all of our presentation. That's going to help tons of time and just copy and paste, especially because many people, if you sometime when you don't know the color, you have to go more colors here, then you go to custom, and you know that you have to change all of these.
I used to do that.
Yeah, that's gonna take a lot of time.
That's painful, Mohammed. Very painful.
Especially in PowerPoint, because PowerPoint works with 3 values. Well, there are other different colors, but using color thing is always the best here. So yeah, this is generally how to do the design thing here. So this is more like slide management. Slides management is how you can let's say bulk manage all the slides into one place. And this is more, well, it's not just about that. Probably this is very, let's say, this presentation is not the best presentation to do that. So because you see there are some parts inside the presentation that the colors is not affecting, as you can see. And that's because when I select this color, for example, I did not pick up that color from the color palette. It was a custom color. Custom colors are not affected by the theme color. Okay, so for example, if I select a color like this one that doesn't exist inside the color theme, which is this one here, you see, it's color theme. It's actually simple. It's color themes. These are the color of your team. Standard colors. These colors are always exist. These like 9 or 10 colors always exist wherever the team colors you use. So these are more like the defaults that you can use anytime. And then the last is the recent colors. This is if I do like specific colors, which I did for sure because Cora coaching colors doesn't exactly exist here. So I need actually to do it manually. So it makes sense. Then, so when I do that, I should be able to find that color in the recent. But that's, as I said, custom colors that are not affected, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, are not affected by the team color. That's because I did not select the team color. So, but if I do there and go here and select a team color, like, for example, this will definitely be affected by the team color because I selected the team color and not a simple or a custom color from other colors palette. I selected one of the team color. So this is why I told you this is not the perfect example of applying other team color, and this also can teach you to learn how to properly start or design your presentation. So when I say that, I mean every time you use a color, always try to use a color that is inside your team color. So that will give you the power in the future to bulk edit that color anytime you want. And that also, in the other hand, gives you the power in case you want a color that will not be affected by the team, you select a custom color or a standard color. The point is select a color different from the team color. That's one of the good things of using a team inside your presentation. Probably an important point here is that when you start designing PowerPoint means that there are some like duty and rights, or like advantages and rights. Duties and advantage. It means if you want to have an advantage of having a color theme to be applied for all your presentation. You need to have that, well, not duty, but more like that commitment to do more organized design or structure of your PowerPoint. When I say that, I mean don't use colors from differently, like just go into more colors. If you need color, add it to your team. And if you want to control this color in the future, use one of your team colors. If you don't have the color you need, you can just add that color to your team. You already have like 6 accent colors. That's a lot of colors. It's not easy. I mean, you should be able to, your color should be one of these, especially in your case, when you are doing, when you're doing presentation for one company, for the coaching company, your colors will not be vary that much. I mean, you will always be designing with the same color, which are actually these 3. Yellow, green, yellow, gray, and this dark blue, right? So usually using the team color here will help you a lot. And going back to what I said is, when you design a PowerPoint, there are some stuff that you feel that it's very easy to use, like just using any font here, or using any other, like it's like I want specific color here. That might be easy for you, like when you do it right now. You say, I will select color very fast. Oh, good, I select the color, that's all. But what if you want to to do that for all the presentation? In your case, you'll have to do that manually each time you want to change color. But if you want to save that ton of time of editing, you select one of the team color. And if you don't have the color you need inside, if you don't have the color you need inside the team color, you added that color, not here, not using the more colors, but using the design. Then you go to colors and you click on customize color. Then you select which color you want. And even when you go to this page here, you actually will be able to do more colors. This is the same thing you did, right? I mean, this is exactly what you did. You even when you want to do that individually, you have to go open this color diagrams, or I think what, hexagonal. So yeah, but the point said is there are some stuff that in PowerPoint you need to do in more organized way than, like, let's say, the native way, like just doing it directly. You want that, you just want that. You want to change the color, change the color. I want to use like Arial for all font for titles. I go directly, select them and go there. No, you don't have to do that. If this is title, I can just go directly here and change whatever I want to any other font I want. And of course, you can actually customize font. The same goes for font, color, and other effects. You see that? I can select the heading, and the body. You can see here. This is the header, Latin, and the body as well. You can select the font for the body. And the same for complex scripts. Well, this is like Arabic, but pretty much you don't need that. But just, well, the thing is like that. So this is also good. Yeah, the font as well has the same thing. You can do your customized one, and you name it wherever you want. Or
and where does that go? Where does the custom font go? Does it save outside as well, or?
Oh yeah, you see, it's pretty simple. These 4s, they're all being saved inside the same team. You cannot export these separately. So if you have a custom color, custom font, custom effects, you need to go here and save your team, then browser or like importing it from other PowerPoint presentation. So all of that can be saved inside one presentation. And this is what you see, this presentation. This is the team, use it by all slides. Sales strategy, probably, or whatever it is. So yeah, this is one of the most great stuff about PowerPoint, is that most people doesn't understand, because sometimes you can find yourself with a presentation of 70 or 100 or 300 page. Then you say, well, what the hell am I supposed to do with that? Do I have to go and design it page by page? That's going to take a lot of time. Well, we can just do that in 10 seconds. We can change colors, font, you can change effects, all of that in simple case. But as I said, all of this are depending on the way you design. So if you do design, for example, for colors, if you design and select the colors that you only see here, that will give you power over that, which means will give you the control over that color in the future. But if you do like just random outline colors and you select a custom colors here, that's not going to give you the power of controlling colors on the future. So moreover that we're going to go through a lot of how to do a very organized PowerPoint presentation. That's actually very important, by the way, because when you do presentation, you don't just go there and start adding slides, start adding like text or wherever you want, titles and body text, all of that, because that's probably you think it's fast and easy, but when it comes to editing or in the future, you will see that it's endlessly very random and it's not comfortable at all. And actually, the more you know about PowerPoint, the more you'll understand that doing an organized PowerPoint presentation will make your future editing or your future work much easier. And spending 1 hour creating a theme color here can save you like days of editing in the future. So you don't have to go each for every single theme and change that manually. So yeah, so this is generally what it means to do with design stuff in PowerPoint, creating your own theme and your color palette, font, effects. Well, we didn't go about the effects, but I'd say effect is more like when you create. Let me just use a simple example. For example, for any kind of shape, you can find here shape style. You see. So these are the shape styles that you can select. So if you select this type here, you see, that's gonna be affected by. Let's move it there. That's gonna be affected by the effects. If I change the effects, that's gonna be changed. So that's also one more other advantage of using your own theme, because you can also select, for example, a specific template for buttons, for tables, for like, I don't know, maybe text or shapes or many other stuff, but that will always make you, not slave, but will always require you to use something that is from the theme styles. Okay, if you use anything from the theme styles, that means you will be able to change it from the design tab. That's the good thing about how this is what it means to use professionally use PowerPoint when you design your presentation. Your presentation must be, like the developer said, it has to be hard-coded, well-coded software. Well, it's presentation, but the point is, let's say well-designed presentation. So in the future, you'll find it so much easy to control it, change it, and do anything you want from it. Yeah, let's just delete that. Okay.
So Mohammed, what you've just shown us now, if I change the color theme, that's not going to affect that box I've just drawn. If I want to change the color of that box, I need to go to effects. Am I correct?
What you're talking about this presentation?
That effects you were just showing us now.
Oh yeah, that effects. Yeah. For the effects, as I said, you need to select the effect from the theme style. See here, theme style. If you select it from theme style, then you will be able to control it from the design tab here, from the theme.
My question was, if I'm changing colors up there, so if you go to colors,
yes,
and
you're
change
right.
the theme color,
Yeah, that's
will
correct.
that affect that as well?
Yeah, that's what affected as well. That's how you can see it changed to color too. Yeah, of course. That's a good thing about the structure of the presentation in PowerPoint, because all of these three are linked under something called the theme template, which is when we go here, you see, all the colors have been changed when it's changed the theme style one. Maybe it can help you if you do that. There's a filter here. So if I select theme style, I will only see the theme style that I can actually control from the design tab. That might be helpful very much than just do random stuff. This means that if you go here and change the shape from these colors, you'll be able to do it. That's also going to give you the ability to change the color in the future for all slides. But probably a question about a good question would be like, what's the difference between effects and colors? Because the effects are not exactly about colors. These are not just changing colors. These more like, if I go to design here, you can see there is difference between every one of them. You see, this is office, this is smoky gray, this is top shady, this is inset, milk glass. You see, there's difference between them. It's not about color. Probably, so when you think about effects, don't focus too much about the color. Remember that you can always change colors from here. But effects are different. Effects, let's say, if you have a simple shape here, yeah, and you go to effects, you can see that you can change the shape effect from here, like presence or shadows, fraction. You see all of these? All of these are actually shape effect. But these are shapes, let's say pressed, or like shape pre-made effect. All of them mixed together inside one shape. That's one of the good things of actually having the team styles inside. This means that instead of going instead of going to shape, then select shadow, then or make it blurry like this. Then I wanted to make, I don't know, something like this. This is a button. Well, I don't need that. Well, I don't need to do that because I can easily do that by selecting one of the things here and select whatever I want. When I do that, I can select I can use this pre-made effects directly, all mixed together inside one thing. I don't have to do it manually. And by going to styles, I can easily go to effects and change all of what I have selected, or sorry, all of what I have used it inside, use it for all of these colors, all of these templates, all together using the design then effect tab here, or dashboard, whatever we call it. So these are effects. These are more like forms or style of that effect. So when I say effect, I mean a collection of these effects together inside one shape. You always are able to do any kind of effect you want. But I'm talking in the case that you want to be able to control all the effects, to control the effect of all the shapes that are using that specific effect inside your presentation. So when I say that, I mean that you can have, I wouldn't say the hard way and the easy way, but more like the solid way, the way that will makes you able to control your whole presentation with a couple of clicks. For example, let's say you have a meeting in 10 minutes or so, and you need to go through all your slides to change the font or to change color or something. That will be insane to do that in that short amount of time. But if your presentation is well designed, that will make it a piece of cake for you, because you can directly go design and change whatever you want on it, and boom, that's all. We're good. This is why the Microsoft theme can save you a ton of time in the case that you know how to use it and how to well design your presentation to make support the team color. Because if you know what you do, you can design your entire presentation, and the team here will not be able to do anything for you. It means the whole team thing is not going to be affecting your presentation if you don't work with more organized way, or when you first design your presentation, which is very simple actually. It's, as I said, it's just you always use the team color, the team template, the team shape, team theme, everything that is under a team tab here. That will give you the ability to control it on the future from the design tab. So this is, by the way, this is more like under slides management and master layouts. Well, yeah, as I said, we're still on the first.
Question, Mohammed.
Yes.
what would be the reason if I change, like just that last element you did now? If I go under slide design and I select a different design there on top, and then only some of the slides change and not all of them. You see on the top left, you see when you selected the green 1, 2, 3, the fourth design on top on the left.
Oh, yeah, yeah, these ones?
Yeah.
I see.
If I go there and I select a particular one and some of the slides don't change, what could be the reason behind that?
No, let me, if I select this, the entire, yeah, and the entire presentation will be changed. You see these are not just, usually there's no way this is gonna be, you see, apply to all slides or selected slide. So also
I am sitting with the Cora one that I sent you yesterday. So I'm playing around with that as you're training. So I have selected the same green as you just did. The first two slides have not changed. So that's why I'm asking.
Let's say probably, because maybe that's very old. But yeah, let me check it on my end so we don't lose each other. So if you go design here and select something. Oh, yeah, I see. No, actually, they actually changed, but this is the background. Okay.
They don't look the same.
No, this is the background. You see, if I click hide, you see hide background graphic. Can I check it?
Yeah.
Now you can see it.
Ah.
We're gonna go through
So
that.
I can go check there if I have that challenge. Okay, thank you. So if I'm doing that and they're supposed to be uniform all the slides, and I don't see it happening, I go to format background and I look at whether that.
Yeah. By the way, I'm going to go through that because this is our next point of like the backend template. Yeah, which is.
Thank you, Mohammed.
Wonderful. Okay, so yeah, let's go. Let's continue there. Like I said, the transition and animation that will be for different time. Same with slideshow. That's for our tomorrow meeting. That's how we're gonna do a whole animated PowerPoint presentation in one day. Okay, let's continue. Review is not important. It's just about text. If you have a lot of text inside your presentation, you can go and do, for example, a spelling thing, spell check, complete, or good to go. This is gonna check. I think this is gonna check all the text inside your presentation and see if there is any mistakes. Or, of course, you should select the language of your presentation, so PowerPoint will understand what to do on the proofing and the spelling grammar stuff. So that's.
Go back. I didn't follow.
Under review.
Yeah, it's a review. So.
There it is.
Yeah. Review is more like, it's a review. It's like, it's literally as it is. If you have comments, you have some stuff, you can always find everything here. You can take notes if you have linked notes with Microsoft Notes. You have the spelling here. And you can actually even translate your presentation, by the way. Some people doesn't know that, and they are paying a lot to translate their presentation, but you can actually, okay, go easy on this. I need to, no. Okay, so yeah, actually you can even translate an entire presentation in a couple of seconds if you know what you're doing, especially if your presentation is well written in English.
We are laughing because we've just gone through a translation exercise.
Well, at least that's good to know. Yeah, I used to do that because I used to do, like, when I sell translation service to my clients, I have to go through it, like copy paste in Google Translate. It's pain. It's really pain. So I can just go here, like, I don't know, translate it to French, and boom, let's translate it. Just translate it, and translate selected text, mirror translation, French, mini translator, post on Word. Oh, that's cool actually. let's see.
Why does it want us to select a test? Like you said, can we not do the whole
No.
document in one go? That would be nice.
Yeah, of course it is. I'm sure it is. Just it will send over the internet and secure. Yeah, of course I want to do that. Well, I'm sure it's somewhere here. I'm pretty sure about that.
Each one his own language.
That's the only one I'll find from South Africa. I won't find Chivenda, Zulu, or Xhosa. The best bet is Afrikaans. Okay. So you will research for us how to do the whole document as opposed to copy and paste, because at the moment,
Yes, somehow that's actually what I do. What I used to translate PowerPoint, I actually was actually doing it that way. Just go and copy the text, go paste it. But I don't remember I ever translate any presentation for you, right? I'm sure. No, I mean for you, I never done that. I always do it in English. So yeah, I think so.
okay. So you'll find that out for us, how we can do the entire slide as opposed to select each text.
I'm sure there is a way. I remember I translated once, but well, of course it doesn't like automatically translate it. As I remember, it goes. It will let you go slide by slide and gives you the translation ready. Then you just have to do like just manually select it. It's very easy. It's very fast if you just always select the default translation, because that will help a lot. But pretty much it. Let's yeah, we can just do some quick one here. Translate selected.
Can I ask another question?
Yeah,
if
go.
you're done with the translation.
Oh yeah.
So let's just say I have reviewed a PowerPoint presentation, right? Then what I do is I go and do comments, like please edit this, edit the other, and whatever, for the person who just done it. What could be the reason that when I send back that presentation, they can't see my comments? What would they need to do as well on their machine?
They can't see your comment.
Yeah. So you see the new comment section on top there. So I would go and review and put a whole lot of comments from the individual, right?
Yes.
And then save the document and send it back. Now, when they open it, they often say to me, I can't, where are the comments you said you made? So when that person receives it, what is it that I need to tell them to do? Should they also just click on show comments? Will they be able to see that?
Well, technically, if they click on comments and see the comments section on the comment button, what's the word? The comment tab on the right side, they should see the comment even if it is not inside the presentation itself. Also, let me check, because I remember I think you sent me. I think this one has a comment inside it.
Yes, there's a comment on that one that I sent you yesterday.
No, that's I see, but I can't see it. But if I go to, yeah, let me see. So if I go to review and click on comment, okay, first page has no comment. Let's just go to the next. Yeah, it's here. Well, okay. This is how they see the comment, if it does exist.
So they need to have pressed that show comment tab on top to be able to see my comments.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, they can see this icon here, even without clicking review, see? But probably if it is in somewhere in the, you can very fast go directly by clicking next.
Sure.
So that will take you directly to the next comment.
Okay, thanks, Mohammed.
Speaking of comment, did you make a comment?
Yes, that's the comment he's looking
at. Just checking.
That's the comment he's looking at, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Is it
Okay.
something you're able to do? I know you're able to do anything with PowerPoint. Did that comment make sense to you, Mohammed?
Yeah, let me read it twice. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that. Yeah, this is like two ways. I mean, like the very hard, impossible way, and the easy way. Okay. Yeah, of course we have an option for that. Okay. Forgot about translation stuff. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that sometime. But yeah, recording. Okay.
What is that notepad on the far right about? I know you touched on it very quickly.
Most what?
The notepad, the purple one on the far right, that one, yeah?
Oh, well, Microsoft has a notepad. Microsoft Notes. It's this
Oh,
one.
so it's linked to Microsoft Notes.
Yeah, if you can actually
Ah,
take notes here and do same thing.
yeah.
Very easy. They have good. They
Okay.
actually have good integration between yourself. I mean, the Microsoft thing. Okay, so yeah, before we move on, I think the design and the theme stuff is it's clear by now how to do that, and yeah, we can go over that again, but that will be more quickly. Probably we can design a presentation very easy. Maybe tomorrow or something. Or like the third day, we can design a presentation very quick. Then we can use everything we're gonna see and we saw right now. Okay, let's continue. This is the last part in today's session. This is very important and it's gonna answer a lot of questions here. So, usually more it is about. It's more like the view, what you are seeing right now. So we have the presentation view. This is what you see on. This is like the standard presentation, like normal. But there's the slider. There's other one. There's note badge, reading view, or outline view. That's more like very, not very advanced, but maybe if your presentation has a lot of content inside it, this is going to help you a lot in the navigation between slides. So yeah, usually this, if you are comfortable with what you're using right now, that's cool. If not, you can use different one. And also you can see at the bottom these four view. This is the slideshow, which will take it like full screen and all that stuff. And this is slider if you want to see all slides at the same time. It's also good if you make it bigger. And this is for reading if you're just reading it. Doesn't make sense. I mean, who's gonna read? Anyway, okay. So yeah, that's not actually what I want to talk. Yeah, this is an important part here. The master views. Okay, this is all of this is crap. You don't need to know anything about that. But the important part is the slide master. As you can see, this is more like the normal PowerPoint as we know. It has home, answer, position, but some tabs are not present here. But to make it simple, is this like more the master slide for your entire presentation. This decide or this control when you create a new template. When you create a new slide or change the slide layout, this is going to decide which layouts you are obliged to use or which layouts that are going to control your new blank slide. Let's make it much simpler. Okay, if we go back here, this is normal PowerPoint. Okay, we can see all of our slides. I want to create a new slide. You see, I need to select one of these four. You see these four? We call these master slides layouts. Master slide layouts. This means like an empty slide with a specific template, or template inside it that you can design wherever you want as a normal PowerPoint slide, but that slide will be for general use and not for specific use. So to make it more, let's go back and do an example. So let's say I want to create answer a new, we have slide master, or we have this simple layout. If I create a new slide, a new layout here, you see this is edit, click to edit your master slide title here. So if I click here and like, I edit this as a normal PowerPoint presentation, but not as we all know. I mean, not creating text here and which we should use and put shapes here, for example. Then you can see here, this is not a normal text. This is more like what we call a layout text. Layout texts are not text. It means you don't actually put content here. You leave this empty, but when you create a new slide, you enter the content you want. You see, click to add a title, because this is empty, it doesn't have title right now. But this is solid text. Solid text. That will not go, this text will always be here, and you will not be able to change it until, except if you go there, if you go back here to the master layout. So let's make it very simple. We're gonna create a simple slide layout. Okay, it's a very simple one. We click insert placeholder, as you know. It's literally as it is, placeholder. So if I want a content, text, picture, chart, let's say I want a picture. So I want to put a picture here. Then I would want also, let's say, let's say table. I want a simple table to be here. This is gonna be always in this place. So you see, we don't see a picture, and we don't see a table here. We just see this placeholder of those two elements. This is exactly what we're gonna do right now. So if I click close master view, we'll not be able to see what we just edit, right? So to do that is, I need to create a new slide, and I select my new custom layout. If I click there, I will have a new slide, empty, and almost the same as what I left it on the master, on the slide master. This is very powerful and sometimes it's a bit hard or complicated even to understand. But that's more like creating a slide that you can use everywhere. And that slide does not have an exact content. That slide can have any content you want. I can put any custom title here the way I want. And when I say that, is you see the solid text, I can change it, I can move it right now. This is graphic. You see, this is exactly what I meant by a solid text and another text that you can change whatever you want. This is text, this is like a flexible text. It's a placeholder for text title that you can do whatever, that you can enter any content you want. And this is a solid text. Yes?
So for this to make sense to the team here, can you flip through between the Cora template, the Academy template you created, so that this makes sense to us? I know you've already done that for all of this PowerPoint presentation for us, but so that it's relevant to us and we know how to replicate it, can you just go and say on slide 1, like the slide 1 that you had before, go to slide 1 on your presentation.
Yeah, actually, I think we should go to
any of those slides and say, for me to do this,
yeah.
I went there, I did this, I did that, like this one, for example.
Okay, for example.
So we see more or less how you did it, and the background, watermark, and all of those. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let's first tell you the reason why you would need actually a layout for your page. Let's say if you have one presentation that has, for a course, of course, that has 5 modules. Every module will have a page that is, let's say, the title of that module. So let's say that this is the title page for investment and funds, 5 years. So this is like a title, this is a subtitle, and this is maybe the date, and this is the slide, this page, the slide number. I'm going to use this same page like 5 or even 10 times inside my presentation. So I would need it here, then probably I would need it like maybe somewhere after this. For example, let's say after 3 pages, I'm going to need another title page, or I mean title slide. That will give me the power to control them all at the same time. This is not beyond the design, not beyond the theme control. This is Android, but it's actually more powerful than it, because the team control the entire presentation, not specific, but more like the format of the content. But the master layout control the inside of the presentation. Sorry, the inside layout of that slide. So to take an example, if I have this title presentation, this title slide here, as you can see, I can't actually delete this picture or this watermark. I can't do anything except changing this text. I can only change this text. So I can only do this text and change the content to whatever it is. To do that, what I've done when I designed this presentation is, if I go click new slide, I can see there is a custom one custom layout. This is the layout I'm using for this title page, and actually for every page that uses the title of the title layout of this page. And how I actually even create that. If I click on view, then click master slide, PowerPoint will send me to the master slide that is related to this layout. So if I click here, it's going to send me to this. This is the master layout of that slide I was just using. And here I can design whatever I want. I can do anything I want. And I can delete, I can change, I can do, I don't know, I can do the background format, I can select a color for that specific format I want. I can do anything I want. And after I do that, I can just click close master layout, and boom. That I just changed the layout for all the slides that are using this layout. And one of the good things inside the PowerPoint as well, in this layout thing, is that you don't, if you already have a slide that has a specific layout, you don't have to create a new slide to use a different layout. You can directly change the layout from within your slide. So here I can change. I have two titles, two slide title layouts. So I have this template and this second template. If I click here, I'm going to change that directly. And it's not just going to change that actually, probably just because it's white, but the text, it's the same text. It's not just a different layout. Even the text, it actually moved from here to the bottom, as you can see. So it's actually more powerful than people are thinking. The master.
Sorry, can you go back again? How did you code the text so that it's actually the same?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
The slide master?
Yeah, that's if you go to the slide master. You see, these are actually two slide masters. It's two. But what's very important, PowerPoint is it's smart. It knows that if these are three elements, and those three elements exist here, if I, for example, let's say, if I duplicate this layout, then I put this inside in the let's say in the center without deleting it. Okay, you should not delete the content here. So PowerPoint understand that it's the same content as here. It's the same element. It's the same click to add it primary title. So PowerPoint will understand that. When you do that, and let's say I also do background, so we don't have a problem with that as we did. So if I click like this, then let's see if what we did right now is we changed the logo place and the title place. So I click close master view. Right now I can see there is an extra layout that I just added it, which is the fifth custom layout. If I click here, the investment and funding here will be changed to this place. You see that? It's different. It's going to use the same content from this. It's the master layout does not delete the content from your slide. But if you wanted to understand your content, you need to select another layout that has the same or like slightly similar content structure than the previous one. That means if you want to have, let's say, 5 different title slide layout, okay? It means 5 layouts for a slide that will be a title. That means that all of these 3 slides, three layouts must have the same number of content. This means, of course, these doesn't count, by the way. These are text, graphics. What counts is the text. It is the placeholder of this, the placeholder of the text. So let's say if this content has 1 placeholder, and this one has 1 placeholder, like text holder with that, and this also has the same, also have 1 placeholder for the text. This means PowerPoint, if you play around these 3, select any of these 3, PowerPoint will not delete or add any content. PowerPoint understands that if this has 1 content and this has 1 content, then I only have to change the position of this content currently to this layout and not deleting anything. But you need to be a bit careful with that, because, for example, if you copy and paste like this, that's gonna make it very confused. Or if you could, let's say, if you could add a text here, and let's say we can actually try that. If you say hello, like say, you see this is text, for example. Right now we change this. This layout is different from this one. So this one has, like, say, hello, let's say just me. We just put this text here. If we want to go back to our text, you see, the hello it was not being controlled by this new layout. Why? Because it does not have position. It was not, this layout, this text does not exist in this layout. It only exists in this layout. And if I click on this layout, it will head back to the position it was. See? So that's why it's important, in case you want to create multiple layouts, you need to understand that if this, for example, a layout for a title page, the title page must have a title and, for example, subtitle. But that means that you need to share that same structure of content for all your layouts. So when you change the layout, PowerPoint will understand the content and change them accordingly. Because let's have a very quick example. You see this page? This is using a custom layout. What will happen if I select custom layout 5? You see how everything will be messed up? Boom. Because these 2 layouts does not have the same structure of content. This means that this layout, the first one, this has, for example, title, subtitle, content, and footer, or something like that. There's like 4 elements, 4 text, means 4 text areas. But while this layout does not have that much content. That's why when you want to change from one layout to another, or if you want to create another layout to be used for title page or a credit page or let's say home page or something like that, you need to understand that you need to create them similar to each other from the content side, so that you will not mess up your presentation. But still, this is actually really complex introduction for using the master layout. But let me give you, like, for example, the most what's the word? Yeah, let's say in this one here, how I actually make my life easier using the master layout. If I, for example, we go to, let's say, second page. You see this page? I want to change the footer for all presentation. I can directly just go to Slide Master and change it from here. I can add it wherever I want. But in PowerPoint, it's very organized. You see this? This is the slide. That's it. Sorry. No, that's the slide number, and not exactly what we are seeing right now.
Again, show us. So you went to Slide Master, and then?
Yeah, well, I go to View, then click Slide Master. So when now we are inside the Slide Master. In the Slide Master, you have, let's say, 3 content. There's the solid content. Solid content like Quora Coaching Business. You see this? This is the text that it will not be changed, that you will not be able to change it on the front end. Okay, this is static. You put it there, it's going to always be there. The only way to change it is to go back here to the slide master and change it manually from here. You will not be able to change it on the PowerPoint, on the editing zone, let's say. So this is the master layout zone, editing zone, and and this is the normal designing zone. So here you can change a lot of stuff, but you can see in the bottom you cannot change the static text because this has been made inside the master view, master layout slide. So to do that, you need to go to slide master here, and yeah, get back this pair. So yeah, as I said, there's 3 elements inside this one. One is dynamic. The dynamic are like title, footer, and we can also have yeah, it's footer. The footer is dynamic. What's the footer actually?
What do you mean by dynamic?
Dynamic means that
And what you can.
you don't put the content, and the content is dynamically changed.
Oh, I see. Like the date changes every day you open.
Exactly. So this is date, for example. You don't have to put the date manually and change it on the day that you will be. You can just put it. This is a date. So when you say a date, it's the footer. It's date, and this is what's it? I think this is the footer branding or something. And this is the page number. See the page number. Page number. All of these, by the way, are text inside the slide master. It means you can change the color, you can change the font, you can make them bold, you can do whatever you want with them. They are simple text, but only inside this. Because if you go to the normal sliding zone here, you can and click reset, you'll find that it has been updated. It's here on 3, this is page 3, and this is the footer branding, and this is the date. How you can answer or disable these from the front end? To do that is you go to answer, then header and footer. You see, this is the header and footer. Include on slide, date and time. This is the date and time. You see on the bottom, the date and time. I select here if I want update automatically or I wanted to fix a date. So usually update automatically is a good thing if you want it always to tell you the exact date of the day. And you can select the format. Okay, then the slide number. Slide number is the slide number. You can see it 3. Then the footer. The footer is, well, if I click here and delete, I don't know, change it like custom footer, this is gonna change it, apply inside this page or for all the change it for all the slides that has a footer inside it. So if we click apply to all, it's gonna change in this page, in other page, in all pages. As you see, it's custom footer because yeah, this is different from that. Because right here we're just doing a custom one, but this is more like how you do control some stuff. If you already noticed that this is a bit similar to the design stuff, but more like when you do the design stuff, here you don't need to enter inside the content of the slides, right? Here you control the slides outside the presentation, outside the slide. You don't have to even click inside the presentation. But if you want to do what the team is doing, but inside the presentation, in that case, you need to use the slide master. So the slide master, my friends, more like it's the inside theme of your slide. The design tab is the outside theme. It's the color, the effects, background, fonts, but the slide master is the inside theme of your slides. It means if I want to control how my slides will look like on the people that are watching, or when I create a new slide, that's how I do. I go to the slide master. This means that the theme cannot control or change the content of your inside presentation. Okay, it only changes how your presentation is looking, the colors, the background, the design thing. But the slide master can actually control that. By the way, it's in the same nature. It's in bulk change. What I mean by bulk change is you can see, you can say that this page and this page, they're both using the same custom layout. So if I select these two, three, and let's say this one, and sorry, bigger, this one, this one, this one. See, all of these are using the same layout, custom layout. This, yeah, the fourth custom layout. I don't have to select anything or I don't anything. If I just if I just go into view and click slide master, I can understand. If you just put your mouse here, you can see it's custom layout. This is a label, by the way. Okay, so it means you can go here and you can name it to make it much better. So let's say Quora content layout. Let's say. Or let's say layout 1 to make it easier, and rename it. That's gonna make it Quora content layout 1. Use it. By slide, you see, you can see it's used by slide 3 to 7 and 9 to 11. To 11, yeah. You see that? It means here from the within the website, from the backend, you can know which slides are using this layout. And this means, my friends, if you change anything inside this, means if I go here and I like added a big box here, this is going to be updated for all the slides that are using this layout, which are slide 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9, 10. You see all of that? So if I go right now back, I can see this big box. Not just here, in every slide that is using this layout. So to make it more simpler, a layout, guys, is more like themes. These are like more sub-themes. It's themes inside your presentation, not themes of the entire file or your entire presentation, but these more like these are like custom themes for your slides. It means.
So, Mohammed.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you. I'm just conscious that we have about 24 minutes left. And it's a good thing that you're doing to use Quora specific content for us to actually get what the slide master does and many other functions. Maybe for our course tomorrow, before we start with the content for tomorrow's class, would it be possible for you to share with us, with the audience, maybe 3 or 5 more templates that you would have seen large companies use online? I know there are so many companies that use these kind of templates as their corporate templates that all of the companies' departments use, right? So for example, I'm thinking Thomson Reuters, they used to have specific color theme, the logo to corporate, etc. And that's where we are heading more or less as we grow, so that we can help our different departments have a uniform presentation for various reasons, whether it's for sales presentations or for training, in fact, or even for other things as well. So just for our team here to be able to understand and bring it more closer to home, if you can just tomorrow start with a recap based on other corporate templates you have seen, and then just say, this is how they did it. Yeah, could you take that on?
Yeah, I already have. I already thought about that because, as I told you on WhatsApp, I'm gonna send you these. I'm gonna send you 6 professional corporate PowerPoint presentation, not themes, presentations. They have content inside, and these you can be inspired by these, and probably by the end of the training, or even in the future, you can create your own presentation for that. In fact, these are like crazy. Especially, we have the achievement and this company overview. These 2 are amazing. You're gonna love them a lot.
The one at the bottom left, the second from the left, with the computers. Is it computers? Left again. Yeah.
Oh,
that one.
These are chairs. No, these are. Yeah. No, this is just the first page, of course.
Sure. Oh, okay.
But yeah, you all understand. And when I will probably go tomorrow, I'll go through very fast through each one of them and break them down and it will tell you the secrets of how to use them and what are they are using from PowerPoint features, which we're going to use for sure. So for example, let's say maybe tomorrow, since I'm going to design this a lot of this, maybe we'll keep some animation tasks and we can do them together at the same time. You learn and I do the task directly here. That's actually make it much easier to understand how to animation.
Because we will relate to the content, etc. And also, what I would like to see for the PowerPoints, for example, that watermark, you've used our logo and you created watermark, which I think are very, very useful for our templates. Maybe you can also show us how you did it, how you changed the color of the actual logo to a shaded watermark.
And that will be a photo and editing, graphic design. That's the last part. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in 30 days. That's going to be a very good thing.
Back to today's course, Mohammed. All these advanced people. Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's go back to today.
Don't worry.
Let's leave the advanced people. Let's go back to today's course.
Okay.
So when you were showing us the 3 different types of templates on this, of master slides you have, right? And you showed us the other one that had about 4 slides that are using the same one. If I'm on normal slide, let's say I'm creating content now, I'm not on the master slide edit. I'm on the normal thing. So I'm creating content, right?
Yeah.
So if you close the slide master. So now let's pick anyone, it's fine. If I want to create one that is similar to that layout, do I go insert new slide or do I go duplicate slide in order to copy the?
You mean if you want to create, you want to create a new page, new slide?
So I'm on that one. So I want to create a new slide with the same format like what you've got on the screen there.
Oh.
If I click new slide, is that what I'm going to get?
Yeah. You click on new slide. No, there's different. If you click on the first one, you see these are 2 buttons. If you click on new slide, this is gonna create slide with the same layout of the current slide. So you see, if this current slide, if for example, if you click here and do a new slide, it's gonna be different. You see, it's different from this. So when you create when you see this itself is actually 2 buttons. This is a button and this is another button. So if you click on the next one, new slide, and not the icon of the slide, here you'll be able to create whatever slide. So you will be able to create a new slide with any content here, with any layout you want. So if I want layout 1, 2, 3, 4, by the way, it's very, very important and helpful to name the layouts, by the way. It's very, very important. It's actually way then important to create that because it's very helpful. Not just with these 1 slide, 3 custom layouts, blah, blah. It's actually different. Very not professional. So yeah, let's see, use your slide. Yeah, there's one more thing here inside, very quick, and it's very helpful. If you, let's say, come on. Okay, if you mess up with a layout, let's say you move this here, and let's say maybe. Yeah, you change, for example, the date here. You need to get them back to where they were. It means to get them back to the default layout position. You click on Reset. Reset the position, size, and formatting of the slide placeholder to their default setting. A default setting means their default position inside the slide master. Okay, you see how it looks like here? Here is missing. So if I click reset, everything will go back to it is. Well, looks not professional now, but the point is, that's how it's actually working. So if I
this yesterday.
don't believe me. Okay, so if I put here, if I change the title, let's say on the top right, and go back here, now I want to reset it. It's gonna get back to the top right. Well, I think it's automatically want to the top right because I changed it there. But if I actually here change it I can, because I can do change it to individual pages. If this page I want to put there, and this page, let's say I want to change the title here. These will not be changed automatically unless if I click reset, or if I go to the slide master and actually change the title from there. So if I click reset, the title will go back to the default position. And this same goes here, to go back there. So it's very important to understand these stuff, and also to actually test them, to actually especially test them with your you go and you see, like do slide master, change something here, go there. So it's not just about understanding how it works. You need to understand how it actually interact with each other. So change, put that, I don't know, like you just go here, go answer, add a picture, add a comment, add a text, anything. Just try, do some stuff here to understand how it works. That will help you a lot in the future, because you can do that's why I design very fast PowerPoint, because I create some stuff. I spend like an hour to create perfect presentation template. Then I can create 100 page in less than time. It means I spend an hour to create the master layouts. Then I spend less than that time to design the whole presentation, which doesn't make sense sometimes. I remember sometimes my first job on a website named freelance.com. That was like an American client, and he sent me like, I think, 19 page. I designed those 19 page in like 3 hours. And when I sent it to him, he was pissed off, and it was strange. And what, are you trying to cheat me? When did you design all of these? And who are working with you or your company? It was really surprised how I did actually, that's how I designed it that fast. And that's because I was using this techniques and strategies inside PowerPoint. These are also one of the good signs that you need to understand, that in PowerPoint, if you work more organized, that's gonna save tons of time and effort on your future edit or any of your future production of PowerPoint. So we go back to the slide master. So as I said earlier, it was very good comment that the layouts here are like sub themes for your slides. It means I can have animated slide master layouts here, which I can use in any page I want. You see, I can have animated, but there's actually another good stuff to use here. That every I think you can see that there's this big slide here, right? And these are actually Android. It's like they are sub layouts of this big layout. This page, the first page, actually controls all of these pages. It means if I want to add a big one here, you're gonna find it in all pages. You see? So let's make it simple. This is the theme of all of these sub themes. This is the layout of all of these sub layouts. If I change something here, it's gonna be changed here. But if I added something here, it's not gonna be added everywhere. This is gonna be added only inside this layout and the slides that are using this layout. But if I added something inside this, it will automatically be added to all of these sub layouts, and of course, making sense, it will be added to all the pages that are using all the layouts, which means all the pages. So in simple term, let's make it simpler. If you want to add something for all of your slides, you added them in the first page here, in this first page. If you want to add something in specific slides that are using one specific layout, for example, this layout, you change that layout that you want. So if I want to change only let's say, only the slides that are using the title layouts here, I can just go and change this layout. This is gonna change, as I can see, slide 12. And this, well, there's no slide here. This will change slide 3 to 7 and 9 to 11. So change something here, all of the slides that are using this layout are going to be changed. So this is going to help you a lot, by the way, for most of the presentations that I've ever designed for you, is if you want to change something inside the presentation, you can actually do it a lot more easier than what you use it to do in the past. So right now, for example, if you want to change the shape, you can directly go View, Slide Master, and you can see it. It's a shape here. It's a simple shape that you can design the way you want. You can change colors. You can do anything you want. You can change the color the way you want. It's simple shape, by the way. It's just shape. You can make it bigger. You can make it smaller. You can delete it. You can insert new shape if you want to. Like, sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Just stop. It's annoying using the laptop mouse. I don't have a mouse. I'm using the. Anyway, so.
Question, Mohammed.
Yeah, let's go.
Can you tell us how to use the teardrop in terms of color?
What do you mean tear drop?
If you go to where you change color.
Oh, ear drop.
Yeah, eyedrop, or what is it called?
Eyedropper.
Eyedrop. Sorry.
Yeah, this one helps you back because if you want a custom color that you have to go here and enter the codes, which is very hard. You can do better than that by just if I go to, let's say, for example, we have a logo or more that like you have a picture that you have colors inside it, but you want to use it, but also you don't know the colors of that, the name of that color simply. You just have a logo like this. So you just copy, you copy that file, paste it here. You want this color. So you just go here, you select wherever the shape that you want. Come on. Then you go here and eyedropper. That's gonna get you the exact color you want. If I want this, click here, it's gonna change. Of course, that will be changed to the rest of colors. So you go here, boom, it's here. This is probably just simpler in our example here, but when it comes to very complex, let's say this picture, you want, for example, this, I don't know, this color here like this, brown or whatever it is. That's gonna make it very complex to get because you don't know the name of this color. Oh, stain. Well, that's stupid. Okay, the point is just dark gray. Okay, that's how you use the eyedropper. It's just when you want a specific color that you don't know the name or how to get it, so you can just go there, and you get the exact color you want. So that's gonna help you probably like selecting much faster. But as you know, and as I said, that will not add the color to your theme color. Okay, you need to add that manually, not like this. You need to add it manually to the theme color, not from the recent color. All right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Sure.
We have 6 minutes left.
Yeah, what? Oh, yeah. But I can see the time here.
Mohammed?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay, so we have 7 minutes left before the class ends for today.
Really? That was fast.
Have we covered everything?
Yeah, probably there's just one last thing to do. Okay, yeah, here on the inside this normal view of your slides. Let's say let's go to this page here. If you say like you have models here, as I understand, you have like that's C model 1. Yeah, end of model 1. So on page 9, this is the end of the model 1. What I want to do is I will all select all of these 9, then click added section. I call this module 1. No, module. Like this? Oh, here.
MODULE.
Yeah, this is module 1. If I click here, that's gonna put, oh, yeah. That's gonna put the first 9 slides inside one section. That's when I click on 10 and click added a new section here, which is module 2. Bim. How this actually is gonna help a lot? Let's say, let me find where is it? Where's the module 4? And the module, yeah, and the module part 1. Okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. Sections means you can put your slides inside sections. Okay. So if you go to this slide, come on, select added section 3. That's gonna make it section 3. You see, this can help a lot. Organize your slides, especially when you have a lot of slides. Because this is 65 is not that much to, especially if you are very fast in that much. This is very important to do because you will understand how to do that. See, so yeah, just think this is probably the last thing to do about them making your presentation in section mode, which can help you a lot organizing it.
Create that, sorry. You went to review, and how did you create the sections? It was review or review?
Yeah, you just click here, added section. So it's gonna start. That's gonna start section from that slide.
So you go to review and then right click.
And say end section.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, it's not the review, guys. No, you don't need the review.
One.
Okay, just added it here.
Even in your normal view, right?
Oh,
You can do that in your normal view as well.
Yeah, in normal view, the tab doesn't exist. It doesn't matter. It's just left click, right click, then added section.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So basically, how does that impact the presentation mode, right?
Nothing.
This is really
Just simple thing.
The group exercises, etc. But when you do presentation mode on Zoom, does it make a difference?
Same thing. Let's see. I'm gonna do right now slideshow. I will. Yeah. Right now I went from one section to another. You will not see the difference here. There's no difference. It's all the same. But this helps
organize
for us. I see.
Exactly.
So that you don't have that list of slides. Yeah.
It's actually very. Sometimes I do that, then I delete them when I don't need. But in your case, in this, you're gonna need this a lot in Moodle. For example, if you want just to change like some pages in Moodle 4, just go here and click Moodle 4. You don't have to go like the normal one, like going with this and search for it, which is where is it? That's time consuming. But using this is so much better. Actually, yeah, I also told you I have a bonus here. I'm gonna give it to you. PowerPoint question. So yeah, I'll only give you that after we finish. This is my precious infographics library. I think I don't know if I ever sent you this, but you're gonna find this so much useful.
That's what I meant with my question earlier. When I asked if you understood Nalo's comments, you know, the one brain and a lot of things, I got it from here. So if you search brains, you will see that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the library of infographics you sent me like 3 years ago. So that's what we be exactly. So if you do a search in that document as brain, just do brain search.
No, just brain.
Yeah, just do brain.
You can search here, by the way. You can search. I said that. Okay. Yeah, of course. That's why I told you there's the easy way and the hard way.
So what I meant, because I know you have it, we have it from you. So if you are able to do animation with each part so that it kind of moves.
Yeah, of course we can do that. That's easy.
Yeah. So in the PowerPoint presentation that I guess you will design for us, maybe tomorrow we can go through the transition and animation and special effects part using the course one as the content.
Absolutely. That's actually, as I told you, I'm gonna send this to you after we finish the training. And this is very, very, very important for you guys because you'll be able to, not actually a contract. You will not have to design any graphic for the rest of your life. You can just go here, copy and paste all the the elements here are PowerPoint files, like element, I would say. It means you can change their colors, and of course, using the design stuff, you can change the color the way you want. So that's one of the good thing about using the team inside this and all of that stuff. So this is gonna help you tons. And if you can see it, there's 195 slide here, which means probably almost any kind of infographic you want, or at least an infographic that will help you do your job, your project, you can find here. It's very easy. Everything is there. And as I said, this is 100% PowerPoint made. This means all of these are actually work. It means I can create these if I want to create them. These are all PowerPoint, all PowerPoint shapes. Like when I say shapes, I mean really PowerPoint shapes. People who create that, which is a group of people, of course, they all use this. They start from these shapes and they get into this. So this is actually a collection, of course, like dozens of people who created these infographics. But more like this is how it's gonna be for you in the future. So you'll you'll understand how PowerPoint presentation work and structure it. Then you will have pre-made content for you guys, so you can start any new presentation in a blink of an eye. So it means in 1 hour after you finish with the training and having presented your material the files ready, you'll be able to create any kind of presentation you want. In no time, we'll solve it, and you don't have to pay me to do that. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Great. So it's now 2:02. I think we came to the end of our training. Let's just go around the room and get a feedback on what's their impression, what they learned, what was useful, and what they would like to learn maybe in the next 2 sessions to come.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so at least you as a trainer have a feedback on how you did in the last 2 hours.
I never did that before, but yeah, please tell me.
Malalo. She's caught.
Why would I want to start?
Okay.
Don't be jealous. Don't be shy.
And it's by practicing that. Thank you. It was very useful. I learned I think to more presentation. I think today I was a bit, at some point it got confused because I didn't have a presentation with me. So whenever he was saying something and I wanted to do it, I was starting from a virgin page instead of a presentation that was already done.
Right.
But it was, nevertheless, it was very, very useful, and thank you for your time, Mohammed.
Okay. Can you hear us, Mohammed? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Who's talking right now?
It was Belinda who started yesterday. Maybe it's good to introduce yourselves.
Oh, no. He has a good English. And then you two go.
Okay.
Mohammed.
Hi there. Yeah, let me. Sorry, let me do my. Okay, let's stop recording. Then we wish to stop.